A give left side to Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he'll get it down here to the 40. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They're going to look to throw. Quick slant finding Claypool. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking as they get into the red zone. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Chase Claypool, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st quarter lead.
We're still in the 1st quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown. Slow him down.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And a throw there going to be incomplete. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. So the completion result. They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. A CD after this game, there will be 4. On 1st down, it's Fields. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. Well, he's within shouting distance. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Robinson up the middle. Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 40. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Handoff now to Robinson. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he's brought down at the 24. Second and 6. And that is incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this one is in. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. Fields now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Fields on third down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap, Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Fields. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot. You just made my job a little tougher because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower. Because he's got to get more distance, that means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
And Gay knocks this one through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. Last time, they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. 2nd and 9 now. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the... Back to throw. Fields. Caught by Montgomery. And he's able to take it across midfield. To throw is Fields. And he will slide to a halt with a penalty marker down on the play.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped.
Ball start, offense.
Maybe he was going to be involved in that play from his tight end spot, and he jumped.
Yeah, don't tell me that those guys don't like to block. That's what we say about them nowadays in the NFL. But I think he thought he was one of the key.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
The second down pass complete to Terry McLaurin.
Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Robinson will try to pick it up, and he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him the yards on the play. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's good. Second and 13. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 1-point game. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Here's Matt Araiza now. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson, the Commander offense. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. They start on the ground with Robinson here. Officially, it's... From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Robinson again the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings us 2nd down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Back to throw here. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 18. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket.
For the point after. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it concludes. Now a first down throw. Fields eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. He'll drop to throw. That one complete out to Dotson. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bears going to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw to the sideline. And wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. From the 27, Fields. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man completes it to Claypool. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
And remember this.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And they are just about ready to head to halftime with the Dolphins on top. 2 touchdown passes there for Tua Tagovailoa. From there, we'll head to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Deshaun Watson has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. KJ Hamler, a touchdown reception. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. up to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dive. They'll set up to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. A 41-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 2.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw here's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. That's taken at around the 40. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Fields. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Fields going to keep it once more. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Now it's Fields. And it's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Running left, Montgomery. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. from the 9, 2nd and 5. Read option. Here's Montgomery. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Fields. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Commanders' offense set to take over. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them. 2nd and 9 now. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
The pass complete to Terry McLaurin. It's a
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. This offense, #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Robinson up the middle, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now back to throw. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson, and they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Robinson on a give right side. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bears offense ready to get going again. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up, place the ball, so they can snap it and get back to work.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 41, Fields. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Out left to Dotson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties. And they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Well, the guilty party that time, Charles Leno Jr. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 9-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Fields now to throw. Daron Payne in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are right back in this football game. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. So he stopped for no gain, and it's 2nd down. Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. To throw is Fields. He's got a man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 76 yards. And the Bears have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
They certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it, and guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? Fields trying to throw for it. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. They're going to look to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
On the give, here's Robinson.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. Scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Commanders will add to their fourth-quarter lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Completes it to Aguilar. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores. They really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? First down, here's the run with Montgomery.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
From the 41,
Fields.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Daron Payne able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Now the Washington offense back onto the field. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. On 1st down, it's Fields.
That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
On 1st down, Fields.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daron Payne. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
From the gun, here's Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Second and 9 now.
Complete, it's Dotson. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Going right back to Dotson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
Back to throw again.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
Curtis Samuel, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 24. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Intercepted by the Commanders.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll drop to throw.
Throw right side complete to Dotson.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now back to throw.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Commanders are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
3rd and 2, Fields.
And that is incomplete.
Fields pass intended for Nelson Aguilar. Incomplete. Results, fourth down.
Running for it, Montgomery. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On the counter, this is Robinson.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
33-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football, because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll set up to throw. The quick slant caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Commanders. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Point after here coming up. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And this will be caught by Mooney.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Back to throw. Fields.
He finds Aguilar over the middle. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now it's Fields.
His throw incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Here's Fields. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And this one will be brought back to the 22. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Handoff now to Robinson.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Robinson with another carry.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest.